What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Mando William Traders, and today we're going to be talking about natural gas, and we're going to talk about today's gap up. What does that mean? Why did it gap up? And some other fundamentals. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I will see you shortly. So welcome back, guys, to the channel, and thanks for watching. So something I want to talk about is going to talk about really quick about natural gas. So what happened? We had a gap up about 6.6%. Why did it happen? So let me just make sure. 6.6%. I mean, fundamentally, it could be a various of reasons. One of them is the weather models are turning quite bullish, and especially during the last few days, I've been seeing a trend on increasing cooling day degrees. So for what did that tell me over the weekend? Over the weekend, it told me that most likely the increase on cooling day degrees was going to keep going through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we were eventually going to have a gap up. I did mention it on my Twitter feed and also my stock tweets that I was entering long positions on UNG. I bought a few calls on UNG. Okay, so one of the services that I use, it's called HFIR Weather Website, which is a kind of weather service website where it kind of tells you how are the total day degrees going. So are they increasing, decreasing, and it's based on weather. So what is the most likely scenario of natural gas would go if the trend continues to either, the total day degrees keep increasing or keep decreasing. You guys have an advantage on what is going on when it comes to weather. But besides that, we also got all the fundamentals like production cuts, and we also got fundamentals like imports, exports, and the United States closing, opening, everybody being locked down. So there's a lot of fundamentals just besides weather. But weather is one of the things I looked at, and if you do not know how to read all these charts, it kind of tells you right over here in Nina's commentary, the artificial AI, which tells you how the weather models are looking. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 10 to 15, 16-day forecast, like 75% bullish, 25% bearish. It kind of explains and it goes over the weather model. So something I was looking at, and obviously on the TDD's chart, it was an increase on total day degrees. That's based on cooling day degrees demand, which means it's getting hotter in the United States, which is going to create more consumption or more demand for natural gas. Also, you have the chart kind of looking at but the TDDs actually bottoming out, right? So I'm looking for an increase on TDDs. Hopefully we get to like 10.5 or 11 again on the consumption levels. So hopefully the total day degrees keep trending upwards. The 1 to 5 day, for me, this is neutral. Just looking at it from very quickly, it looks kind of neutral for me. We do see a northeast going to be actually pretty hot, and I'm hoping it stays hot. And also I'm looking at Texas, because Texas is one of the biggest consumers of natural gas. So I'm looking at Texas, making sure it stays hot. I'm sorry if you live in Texas. It's just that you guys are the biggest consumers of natural gas, and especially if you're long Ugaz, you want Texas to be hot. And now the 10 to 15 day, the 6 to 10 day actually looks quite bullish for me. I like it. I don't see no cold air coming in, nothing like that. I just see this neutral side right over here towards the east side of California. Not a weather person, so I'm kind of going by experience. So 10 to 15 day definitely looks pretty bullish for me. I like the chart, so hopefully it keeps going like this, and it keeps just getting hotter and hotter. As well, industrial sector activity, we needed to see an increase in activity, which right now I think we're about 96% of the United States was in lockdown about 2 to 3 weeks ago, kind of towards April. Now we are about 64% of the United States is in lockdown. Last week, I believe it was like 75, 76. So I'm expecting to be below 50% of the United States being in lockdown by next week. So that's going to create an increase on industrial activity, as well as, the regular demand that you're going to have for the home. So, and for those who do not know, summer is actually season for Ugaz because it requires natural gas to create electricity, which is going to power the home's AC unit. So That's why. It's not because you're heating your home, it's because you're cooling your home, and the people that are making the electricity are consuming natural gas. So that being said, I try to make it as quick as possible. What are my trade ideas? What do I think natural gas is going to do? I mean, don't shoot the messenger, but this is just my own personal opinion. If the weather keeps increasing and the demand keeps increasing, not the weather, but like the weather temperature keeps increasing, we should see an increase on demand on natural gas. Also, if the industrial activity keeps increasing, we should see an increase on demand. So there's several factors that I'm considering to make sure I'm holding my long positions. So if depending how tomorrow looks at, I mean, it's looking, I'm also going to be looking at the weather models throughout the day to see if the cooling degrees are increasing. I'm also going to be looking at that, but as well, I need to pay attention to the rig counts. Are we still accelerating the shutdown process for oil? And even at this levels, even if oil recover, probably right now we are about 30. Yeah, we're about $30 a barrel, which is actually a significant recovery down from what, $10 a barrel. We're still not at a level where United States is making money. So I still think that producers are going to be doing some more work ahead to make sure they are able to bring prices above $50 a barrel for oil. And the main reason behind that is because none of the producers are profitable below $50 a barrel. So that being said, my plan for this week is to keep watching the weather models, keep watching the news, and I am long Ugaz, I am long UNG, so I'm expecting to at least natural gas reach above 1.9 during this week. So I am expecting an increase on natural gas demand and also higher prices for natural gas. So I'm hoping to hit at least 1.9 by Friday. But if that comes to worse, always have the stop losses. Always have stop losses for your trades, because that's going to help you. It's going to help you with the FOMO, fear of missing out. It's going to help you with a lot of psychological decisions, right? You don't want to make a bad decision, so it's better to make the right decision right when you open the trade. That way you leave it and forget about it. So that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.